So Paul met Gaius, baptized Gaius, and then Romans, which was written 4 years later, was telling us that Gaius hosted Paul. And then Acts of the Apostles, which was when Paul was in Ephesus, began to show us that this Gaius became Paul's companion. So you see the progression of what happened. Paul met Gaius, converted Gaius, baptized Gaius. Gaius had a personal relationship with Paul and hosted Paul. And then Gaius eventually became Paul's companion for his missionary journey. And this whole period was a period of about 10 to 15 years. Are you following this? So this was Paul's engagement. Now, Paul died sometime around AD 64 and AD 68 because Emperor Nero that killed Paul after the fall of Jerusalem, after the fire in Jerusalem in AD 64, and he blamed the church for setting that fire so that he can have political acceptance. That was when he killed Paul and some other people. So Paul's ministry was for a period of about 30 to 36 years, from AD 33 to AD 64 to 68. But in those period of 33 years or so, Paul had a relationship with Gaius for about 20 years. So Paul won Gaius, Gaius hosted Paul, and Paul joined Gaius for his missionary journey. So Gaius is Paul's disciple, and if you will say, Paul's son in the Lord. If you come to 3 John, where the argument was presented that Gaius was rich before he met John, you will discover some things that suggest that this is not the same Gaius they are talking about, because there's no clear scripture that connects both of them, but you can infer. Because if you look at this scripture, if you read to verse 3 and 4, you are going to see that John called Gaius his son in the Lord. And John and Paul were doing ministry almost